Now let's start working with these annotations. I'm using a new domain. Rather than the blog and post that I've been working with so far in this course, I figure since I tweet a lot more than I blog, I'll use the sample domain around tweeting. But I'm going to keep it really simple so that I can focus on the annotations. I only have two classes in this domain, alias and tweet, and for now they happen to meet code first conventions. I also already have a context set up, along with some database initialization code to seed the database when it was first created. And I'm using a simple MVC3 application to exercise my classes and the context, and also I'll be able to show off some of the validation. I let MVC3 scaffolding build the controller and views for me, and I did a little tweaking just to make things flow the way I want them to. I let Code First create the database for me, so here's a side-by-side view of the database that Code First created and the classes that this was based on. And everything is working by convention. I created the classes so that they would happen to fall in sync with Code First conventions. So my alias class and my tweet class both have a property named ID, and that fits into Code First convention for looking for a primary key. So if you look at the tables, you'll see that the ID fields are both primary keys and non-nullable. Another thing you'll notice is that all of the string properties by default became nvarchar max fields in the database. And also notice everything except for the date time is nullable. This is all default behavior. So these are all the assumptions that Code First made based on what it's finding in the classes. Another thing to point out is the byte array for avatar in alias became a var binary max by default. And also, I have a relationship between alias and tweet. And I don't have a foreign key property defined in the tweet. What Code First did was recognize that it does need a foreign key in the database in order to keep the tweets linked to the alias that they belong to. So it automatically created that foreign key. And again, I set up these classes so that you see some differences here. Notice that I named the property author, not alias, in the tweet. And therefore, the way Code First created the foreign key field in the database was that it used the property name from tweet along with the property name that is the key field of the class alias that I'm pointing to. So it's author underscore ID. That's everything that happened by default using conventions.